There we go. Perfect. Okay. Thank you, Patrick. And hello, everyone. Nice to meet you again. Thanks for a great couple of days from Monday, Tuesday, and today, the final day. Today, I'm not gonna dig into the details of AI. I mean, we have experts in the room that can dig into the details. Instead, what I would like to do is that I want to show you and inspire the possibilities we see from Stretch on Sense and the product Hat-Trick, what we see, what we can do today, but also in the future. And I mean, today we are using both machine learning and AI in the platform, but just wanted to show you and hopefully inspire. So not too much into the details. I would like to start with this picture and to have a little bit of a hotspot. Michael, I know you, that's why. What do you see about this picture if you describe? What's the first thing you see on this one? Yeah, I mean, it's a nice picture, isn't it, right? I mean, you have the lake there going down to the city, maybe. You have the forest, you have the sun is lighting over there. What I want to demonstrate with this picture is down to the hockey analytics. This could be, I don't say it has to be, but this could be actually what you see. Eric had the last session yesterday. He was talking about the games, and especially in the playoffs, it can be every second day. So you have to be really efficient with your analyze, and you have to be really, really good because that will impact the whole playoff and the series. So with this one, we see, yep, it's a nice picture, the small pictures, super nice, and we can actually build a great analyze on this one. But going further and showing you the whole picture, wasn't that nice, wasn't it? I mean, so this could actually be, if we build the analysis, the hockey analysis during the games, and also we don't have the time, so we just look into the small, instead of sitting the whole night, we can now like going in and see the whole picture with AI. So just take that with you, guys, that efficiency with AI, we can get the whole picture, and then we can focusing on the nice lightning in the background instead of this garbage. Having that said, what is AI? As I mentioned, I'm not going to go into the details. Patrick, you mentioned there the father. Just vast volumes of data, learn from the data, learning experience, etc., etc., and building intelligent systems, deep learning, machine learning, AI. I know my fellows gonna talk more into details after me, so I'm not gonna stay too long on this picture, our slide. But let me jump into this one, and I would say AI is only as good as the data that feeds it. And we can talk about the data dilemma, but I would like to go and talk more as a more and well-known saying, and that's garbage in or garbage out, or in a more informal way, shit in, shit out. So the most important here is that we need to really work with the data and learn the models, and the AI machine needs to have proper data that we are training the models with. And if we look into too much data, I mean, that's not good either, because today we have the data can be, the data quality can be bad, can be not accurate. And I mean, today we have so much data, so we also need to focus there. Okay, how can we train this model, this AI? Also with less data, I mean, if we don't have that much data to train the models will not be proper trained either way. So we need to stay and pay attention and be careful there, so that we're actually doing it in the correct way, I would say. The AI paradox, just gonna go quickly through this one. But the key here, if I want to take it into the hockey analytics, the key here is the analytics. to get the right insights, make the right decisions. And the human is super important here. I mean, some people tend to say that AI will replace humans. No, it will not. It will help us to make even better decisions and be even more efficient and work in a better way. And this will happen. We will have, if we already have it, I mean, in this room, we have AI in our daily life. We have it in daily work. We just need to accept it and work with it in the best way possible, because it will help us. It helped us already, and it will help us even more. And that will also do that in hockey analytics, of course. Having that said, just want to give some examples for the AI in the sports industry, but also in the hockey analytics. Predictive analysis, game analysis, personal training to go down to the individuals. How can we do that in a more efficient way? Performance optimizations, but also, I mean, real-time decisions. I'm not gonna stand. I can't see any coach in the room. That's good. I mean, maybe we can have in the future. We actually can have an AI that actually takes some great decisions during the game. I don't know. But also fan engagement. I mean, yesterday we had a nice talk about virtual arenas, the Leaf Zone, Leksand Zone. I mean, that's just the start of it. We're just gonna move even more into that as well. How can we attract the next generation as well? And that's something AI will help us with, of course, and much more. But how can we use this in hockey analytics? And as I mentioned, multiple ways. But I would like to do a hat trick of it and just give you the performance analysis, the game analysis, and then also how can we work with the injuries. So AI for player performance. So I mean, we are already there, but we gonna go even further, and it's gonna improve even better in the future. How we can work on these with the players and on a team level, but also on an individual level, of course. So real-time monitoring, tracking the player movements, action in detail on the practice, on ice, off ice, but of course in the games as well. And predict the player performance and the potential and the efficiency. Coming back to that, efficiency. Same here, AI for game strategies, tactics. Patrick, you were mentioning it, a little bit of a recap here, but real-time decision making, support the coaches, not take the decision away from the coaches, support the coaches. Optimize the scouting, help you guys in the room to find the small details that we don't maybe have time for. And once again, efficiency. See this as this will help us. It will help us to save time. Everyone here in the room, we talk about we don't have time. This will help you to get time. And of course, the injuries. So monitoring the player health, predict the injuries, work with the overload injuries. Of course, the readiness. I mean, to be ready when the puck is actually dropped. We had last year, we had Freddy Sjögren, performance director of Malmö Redhawks, also working really close with Catapult. I would say he's a pioneer in the Swedish ice hockey with Catapult, etc. He has a bunch of good examples how Malmö, from a couple of seasons ago, started to work in this way with Catapult and starting to avoid the overload injuries. So I mean, we have some great examples out there. I know more teams here are now using Catapult in that sense, and we're gonna see great effects there as well. And lastly, again, efficiency, coming back to that. So besides all the benefits that we have with AI in the sports analytics and hockey analytics, and in the future we have ahead of us, we need to see some challenges, considerations, data privacy, security concerns. how we are integrating this in existing systems. If we don't have that in the system today, how are we actually integrating into it? It could be really high development costs as well. Patrick, you mentioned it, ethical concerns in AI. And of course, coming back to my first slide there where we were starting the presentation, the quality of the data as well. So not just talking about the time you have and find the analysis and not have the whole picture. You also have to have the quality of the data that you do your analysis on. So that's super important as well. And that's just going to be better, of course. The future of AI, as I mentioned, it's already there in our life. It's going to be part of our daily work if it's not already. And I mean, it's not a question about it. It's just jump on the train. The train is starting to move from the takeoff, but we still have the chance to jump on it. We're going to have much more relatable data to train and build the models on. That's for sure. And as I mentioned on the panel this Monday, I mean, AI will not replace hockey analytics job, and we had that in the panel as well. And I really want to address that. AI is not going to replace hockey analysts, but it will replace hockey analysts that choose not to use AI. So the future is AI, but it's not going to replace any jobs. It's just going to help us to be even better, I would say. That was everything for me. I'm going to stay here the rest of the day and listen to all the interesting talks and the panels. Please reach out if you have any questions. I will be around. Also, if you have any questions, how we are working with this in the product Hat-Trick with AI and machine learning, etc. Happy to answer those questions. If you don't have time today, please give me a call or send us an email. But that was everything. So thanks for me.
More questions for Albin?
You said you were worried about the data quality.
Yeah.
That's something that sticks out to me in this situation where a lot of different people are discussing that.
Yeah.
Where is this going to go? Is it going to be something that we need to regulate, or the business needs the business model needs to be regulated, or is everyone going to be, we're going to have one Apple, one Microsoft, one Hewlett Packard, and we're going to all have very different models that can't work together?
Good question. I hope not. I mean, the competition is so hard between all the companies and systems we have here today in the field of hockey analytics as well. So I think that the ones that are not having the correct data, the quality of the data, the accurate data, no one will use their systems, and I mean, everyone will start using the systems that actually are trustable and that we can rely on. So I think that's going to have the nature of it.
So iPhones will take over. My example with a BlackBerry, one model, and that model didn't work. The iPhone came and it totally destroyed.
A good example. Good example. Yep. But yep, I think so. I think that the ones that are doing this in the best way and fastest way as well, and it has to be fast and the best way, of course, will be the leader of it.
Do you have an example of how you use machine learning in Hat-Trick?
Yep, I haven't here, but the golden question: how do you win hockey games? That's something we are having a model that we are training during from data from Sportlogic, of course, Sportcontrol. So that kind of game metrics we build on and try to find, okay, which KPIs or game-related metrics are actually most important to win the games. So that's something we are working with. We had it live. We took it back because we thought we can do it even better. So hopefully for the coming season, we can have something to show as well. That's just one example, but yep. So find the golden question. How do you win the championship or a game? I would say that's something we try to answer. It could be easy. It could be that easy, but we need to find with the data as well. So yeah, let's see. Let's see. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.